welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to hang out with you today. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys all of the books that I bought. I have never bought this many books in such a short amount of time, but I am super excited to show you guys all of them. This has to be probably one of my most favorite videos to film because this is just so much fun. This is what I love to watch. I really hope that you enjoy watching because I know that I'm gonna have a lot of fun making this video. To explain why I got so many, I didn't buy all of these myself. I did get these as Christmas gifts by my boyfriend and my mother-in-law. So the first books I'm going to be talking about are from the ones that she got me. So she got me How to Stop Time by Matt Haig, and my absolute favorite book is Midnight Library. I thought I should definitely check out his other books, so she was so kind to gift me for Christmas this one. Then she got me A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. My coworker was actually the one to tell me that she read the series and that she loved it, and she told me I highly recommend. I don't know what it's about, I know that it's fantasy, and I know that it's gotten so many people into fantasy, so I am very, very excited to start my journey with fantasy. I want to read more than just romance, so I am excited, and I know that this book is perfect for that. Speaking of fantasy, in the month of November, me and my boyfriend binge watched Harry Potter, and because I love reading, I was like, why not read the books? I have never ever read them. My brother-in-law raves about them, and Jaden was so kindly to gift me the entire series for Christmas. So I will briefly show you the covers because I love them. This one is yellow gold. It goes to different colors. Purple, so pretty. I love the artwork, and the books get bigger and bigger. This one's a chunky one. So pretty. I am so excited to read it and just feel so accomplished when I'm done reading it and be like, finally, I read Harry Potter. Because I feel like as a reader, you have to read Harry Potter. Like, it's like one of the most iconic, most, you know, just like popular books ever. And I just feel like I gotta read it if I'm a reader, you know? So very, very cool. Oh my gosh. So then Black Friday happened. I knew I was gonna get books for Christmas, but that did not stop me from buying books on Black Friday because Target had their buy one get one free, and I had to. So the first book is actually a memoir, which I'm actually a huge fan of. This one is Emily, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it, Ratajkowski. But it's called My Body. She is, I believe, a Victoria's Secret model, and this is a memoir talking about, I'm assuming, like the struggles of being in the public eye and the challenges that come with that, and just like the insecurities and the things that come with being a woman. And so it sounds amazing. I love memoirs, so I'm very excited to read this one. Then I got Crying in H Mart by Michelle Zauner, and this is also a memoir. I got this book recommendation off of someone on YouTube, and they said that it made them miss their mom and made them miss their family even more. So she was like, if you're away from your family, like, please be careful with reading this book because it was very hard for me to read it, and I'm away from my mom and my family. And so for some reason in my mind, I was like, this was hard for her to read because she was away from her family. I want to read that book and I want to get sad with reading that book. So for some reason, I like reading books that make me sad. So I am excited to read this one. I got It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. This is a perfect summer read. This is a Grumpy Sunshine. I believe it's also very spicy. Then I got The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I'm trying to get into fantasy, and this is a YA, so it'll be easier for me to read. And I heard that this book is just amazing. I also did hear it's a little bit of a hit or miss. Either people love it or they don't. Then the last book I got is The Inheritance Game by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I believe it is romance, but it's not the like complete plot of the book. I know that there's a love triangle, but it's also about like dark academia and like puzzles and riddles and things like that. It's like mystery. I've never ever read a book like that, so I thought, why not read The Inheritance Game? This is also a YA. Walmart has an amazing book section. As much as I love Target, I'm a Walmart girly. So I, of course, bought myself books from Walmart. I got Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. Crawdads, Where the Crawdads Sing. My mom actually gave me this recommendation. She actually told me that she read the book and that she loved it. This is also a historical fiction. It's based in North Carolina in 1969. Then I got Layla by Colleen Hoover, and this is actually one of like the last books that I want to read from Colleen Hoover. I read a good amount of her books, and this is like one of the last ones. A lot of people describe this book as Verity. I don't believe it's as like twisted and dark. I loved that book, and so just from like the cover, it looks like a little spookiness is going on, and so I'm excited to read this one. I got the book set of Divergent. I watched the Divergent movies on HBO, and they only made 3 movies because, get this, I read that they literally did so bad, like box office money wise, that they didn't even have that big of a budget and like the care to make the 4th book. I literally read an article about that because the 3rd book sort of leaves you on a cliffhanger, and I wanted to know like what else is happening, and I was like, why didn't they ever make a 4th one? And it's because literally these did not do good, and so they didn't make a 4th one. So why not buy the book set that has the 4th book? It's YA, it's fantasy, it's also a little bit of romance, and yeah, I thought it would be so much fun. Okay, and what I'm most excited for is the unboxing. I really went manic and bought so many books. And in the back of my head, I was like, I can make a video about it though. So that definitely didn't help. The first book that I'm going to talk about, I actually already opened because I just recently joined a book club on Fable. I will put the one that I joined because, I'm sorry, I don't know his name. I feel like I should if I'm a part of it, but I'm pretty sure he's a YouTuber and a book talker. I didn't know anything about him. I just found him on Fable, which I love. The book choice for January is Tomorrow by Gabriella Zevin, and this cover I think is so cool. It's so colorful and fun. I'm only 11 pages in, but I can already tell that I'm really going to like this book. It is about a man and a woman who have known each other their entire lives, and they have like some romantic feelings for each other, but they've never like really been together. And at the very end of the synopsis, it says it's a love story, but one that you've never read before. I believe it's about them making a video game together, and like the fame and the struggle and like the challenges and obstacles that come with that. But it's more than just that, and I haven't even gotten into it, but I already know that I'm going to love it. It's also based in New York, and I love reading books that are based in New York. I wanted to start a book club that would push me out of my comfort zone, that would pick books that I normally wouldn't pick myself. And so when I saw that Tomorrow was their choice, I jumped on it because I had read the synopsis and I was looking at it, but I just didn't really feel like it. Like I kind of just was like, like I'd rather just get something else. But then for some reason, when I saw that this was their book for January, it made me that much more excited because I couldn't just do it myself and just get the book myself and push myself. I instead joined a book club and then had that to push myself. I want to read a lot more different genres, and starting a book club that reads different genres than I normally do is a perfect way for me to read books that I normally wouldn't. And I am not disappointed. Just from the first 10 pages, I am so happy that I started that book club. I can already tell that I'm really gonna like it. And even if I don't, I read something that I normally wouldn't have, and I love that for me. Buckle down. If you didn't already, buckle down. Telling more of myself, buckle down, because this is gonna be a ride. I bought so many. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 packages here to open. Mom, you're probably disappointed in me because you've taught me to not do impulse buying, but here I am. That was on cue too. Okay. Oh, I'm so This is a beautiful cover. I got the book Yoke by Mary H.K. Choi. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This book is just gorgeous. I love the illustration on it. So, oh my god, they connect hands. Oh my gosh, I really hope that you can catch that. Sorry, I can't see. I have my contacts on, but I can't see. It's because the cover's so bright. They connect hands. Why is them holding hands just so cute? So this book, I believe, which is the reason that I bought, is a heartbreaker. Again, I don't know much about it, but I believe it is about a relationship with two sisters. I believe they're both very different. They both live in New York, and they both have a different relationship with their family and their parents. Like, I want to say, like, one is a goody-goody and gets along with their parents, and one isn't, like, breaks the rules a little more and then has a harder relationship with her parents. But her sister ends up getting cancer, and if it's a freaking heartbreaker, then you already know what happens. Oh my god, Irisa. I got Mary Jane by Jessica Anya Blau, and I heard Haley Pham rave about this book, and when she said that it was a historical fiction, I immediately wanted to buy it. I love the cover. Mary Jane, I'm expecting some weed in the 70s, so sounds like a vibe. Then I got Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reed. This cover is also really, really cool. I love the colors. It's so pretty. So it says, Alex Chamberlain is a woman who gets what she wants and has made a living showing other women how to do the same. So she is shocked when her babysitter, Amira Tucker, is confronted while watching Chamberlain's toddler one night in the aisles of their high-end supermarket. The store security guard, seeing a woman black out late with a white child, accuses Amira of kidnapping. A small crowd gathers, a bystander films everything, and Amira is furious and humiliated. Alex resolves to make things right. So it sounds like a very beautiful story about reading a white woman use her white privilege and stand for what is right. I'm excited to read this one. It sounds like a very heartfelt story, and it's gonna make me feel things, and I'm excited for that. Then I got Almond by Won Pyong Son. Young Jae was born with a brain condition called alexithymia that makes it hard for him to feel emotions like fear or anger. He does not have friends, but his devoted mother and grandmother provide him with a safe and contented life. But everything changes when a shocking act of random violence shatters his world, leaving him alone on his own. I don't hear many people talk about this book, but the synopsis alone just sounds so intriguing. Then I'm very excited to talk about this one. I got my first ever book by Book of the Month. They had a sale going around for the month of December where you can get your first book for $5. So I knew a hardcover for $5, I immediately bought it. Ooh la la. Ooh, this is so fun. I've never bought off of them, but I see so many people talk about this book subscription. Oh my gosh, this is awesome for $5. And it comes with a bookmark. Same time tomorrow. Awesome. I need more bookmarks. This is awesome. So the first book that I got from Book of the Month is Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. This is supposed to be a twisted thriller, mystery, horror, all that. I've heard of Gone Girl from actually the movie, which I've never read, which I'm very happy for because I hear that there's this huge plot twist in the movie and the book, and I'm so excited that I don't know what it's about. So it's gonna be so much fun to read about it. This is so pretty. I love the colors on it. I don't want this to end. This is too much fun. Ew. That is heartbreaking. I got A Good Girl. No, that's not a Good Girl. I got a murder. I got Good Girl, Bad Blood by Holly Jackson. This is a part of a trilogy. I read the first book, loved it, and this is the second book. So I got The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and this is also a historical fiction. It is based in Nazi Germany in 1939 during World War II. I got The Invisible Life by Addie LaRue. So this book is based in France in 1714. It says, in a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. So she ends up making a bargain to be able to live forever without being able to be remembered by anyone she sees. And then it says it will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes again. Very, very cool. Very pretty book too. Ooh, yeah. So then I got The House in the Grillian Sea. Just by the synopsis, it sounds so cute. It says Linus Baker is by the book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company, but his quiet life is about to change. So it says Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous. This book sounds so intriguing. It sounds like it's just going to take you to another world, and I love when books do that. Then I got A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khalil Hosseini. It says it is a story of 2 generations of characters brought jarringly together by the tragic sweep of war. Then, for the first time, I made a purchase to Book Outlet. I am very excited to open this. So if you aren't familiar, Book Outlet is a company that basically takes books that aren't selling. So for example, it can literally be a book like A Thousand Splendid Suns. For some reason, it's just not selling, let's say at Target. Instead of Target being wasteful and throwing it away, then they end up shipping it to companies like Book Outlet. Felt good. Okay. The first book is 8 Perfect Hours by Leah Lewis. This book literally was in my Amazon wish list, so when I found it on this website for less than $5, so I'm gonna tell you guys the prices because it's so cool. So I literally bought this book for $2.54, and this is pristine condition. So this book, it's called 8 Perfect Hours for a really cute way. So they're in a snowstorm, they're actually stuck in traffic, and they end up meeting each other from being stuck in traffic. That's actually kind of sketchy. She's stuck in traffic in a snow blizzard and sees a guy and invites him into her car. I don't know. I think that's what happens. But they end up clicking it off, and I believe they end up talking for 8 perfect hours. Isn't that a cute thing though? Like, let's say like serial killers and like things like that isn't a thing. They do say this in the website, so it's not a surprise. They do mark it. They do a dot, or for this instance, it's just a little line. And when I read that on the website, I thought, oh my gosh, that's going to bother me so much. I don't know if I can buy a book that has a line, because I just am so anal about my books and I want them to be perfect and great condition. But that's actually not bothering me a lot. So awesome. And also for $2.50, like, I can't complain about the line on the bottom. Then I got House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland, and I bought this for $7.81. It's in pristine condition also. So cool. And I love the cover. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It says, darkly seductive, this twisty modern day fairy tale by critically acclaimed author Crystal Sutherland is a gripping and terrifying journey. Readers will not be able to look away. And it's also purple? Then I got I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter by Erica L. Sanchez, and this book was $6.11. Perfect Mexican daughters do not go away to college. They do not move out of their parents' house after high school graduation. Perfect Mexican daughters never abandon their family. But Julia is not your perfect Mexican daughter. That was her sister Olga's role. I wonder if she was older sister. Middle child, you know how it is. Then a tragic accident leaves Olga dead. Stop! And Julia reassembling the shattered pieces of her family, and no one seems to acknowledge that Julia is broken too. Instead, her mother channels her grief into pointing out every possible way Julia has failed. Stop, I'm literally gonna cry. When I read the synopsis online, I just read the first little half and that's all it took for me to put it in my cart, but reading the entire thing, wow. Sounds like this book is going to fuck me up. I'm here for it. Then I got the Hex X by Erin Sterling, and this was $5. And all of these books have been pristine. You are taking a chance with buying off a book outlet that they're going to be damaged, and so far all of these books have been amazing. So the Hex I heard so much about during Halloween. It's supposed to be just a fun romance, Halloween witch type of vibe, and I was really wanting to buy it during Halloween, but when I saw that this was only $5 on book outlet, I knew this would be perfect to buy and hold on to for the fall. And yeah, never mix vodka and witchcraft. Sounds fun. This is so cute. That's actually cringe. Never mix vodka and witchcraft. That's funny. I got The Comfort Book by Matt Haig, and this was actually the most expensive book. This was $8, which hardcover $8 and retail for $22. Wow. This is a book to pick up when you need the wisdom of a friend, the comfort of a hug, or the consolation of knowing the messy miracle that is being alive. Wow, tell me that just does not make you want to read this book. I got Everything I Know About Parties, Dates, Friends, Jobs, Life, Love by Dolly Alderton. So it says everything I know about love is about bad dates, good friends, and all else, realizing that you are enough. Wildly funny, occasionally heartbreaking, and it's about growing up, growing older, and learning to navigate friendships, jobs, loss, and romance along the way. Sounds very, very cool. Then to the last book that I got. That was so much fun. I'm sad that it's over. But I got Summer of '69 by Ellen Hilderbrand. When I searched up book recommendations that are like The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, this book actually popped up. And so when I saw it on book outlet for $2, literally $1.99, like how awesome. I knew that I had to buy it. This book sounds very intriguing. It's reminding me of Malibu Rising as well, with all of the siblings. It shows that all 3 siblings, just from the synopsis, are living different lives, but they come together in 1969 at their historic grandfather's home in downtown Nantucket. And it sounds like a book that's just going to be like events after events after events, and it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to read. This one actually doesn't even have a dot on it too. That's cool. So not all of them have a dot on it. So that, let me bring you a little closer so you don't seem so far away. I had such a great time opening up all of these books. This is a problem. I need to chill for literally a year. I will be fine with not buying any books. Like, I bought that many books, I'll be fine for a year. If you have read or bought any of these books, please let me know in the comments. I want to know the ratings that you gave them and what you felt about the books. So that is going to be it for today's video. I really, really hope that you enjoyed. I hope you had just as much fun as I did of me opening up these. I'm having a hard time talking. I've been talking for too long. Okay, I hope you have a great night or day or whatever time it is, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!